comfort zone? A behavioral state where a person operates in an anxiety-neutral position, where one feels safe or at ease and without stress. There are different layers of a person's comfort zone. Just outside your comfort zone is your fear zone. At this stage, you most likely find excuses and make yourself believe them. You may lack self-confidence or have imposter syndrome where you don't believe in yourself enough. Maybe you don't think that you're qualified or feeling the spotlight effect where you think you're being noticed more than you really are. To reach the fear zone and evolve successfully, you must learn to see failure as a stepping stone to success. That way in the future, your failures will be known to you as learnings. The next stage is the learning zone. This is where you're able to deal with challenges and problems, and in doing so, you will acquire new skills. This is where you can experiment and stretch your abilities. Getting to the growth level of your comfort zone requires persistence, a vision, and perseverance. Within the growth zone, you're actually living what was once a dream to you and using the new skills that you've learned. You'll set new goals and find new ways to adapt to changes more easily. Leaving your comfort zone can enhance your levels of focus and concentration. So how do we initiate getting to the growth zone of the comfort zone? Productive discomfort is when you introduce a slight level of anxiety that allows you to reach a level of optimal anxiety, which is just outside your comfort zone. Welcome back to the channel. Luke and I just got back from Charleston, South Carolina. We decided to try out a newer airline out of Portland called Breeze Airways. It was pretty good. We know that we're gonna have a busy summer, so before it gets to that, we decided to use this opportunity to take a little vacation and reset. I didn't realize it when booking this trip, but travel is really a great way to take a step back from your day-to-day life. You're forced to be in the now when you're someplace that you're not familiar with. It's like you don't have room to think about things that you're supposed to be doing or things that you have to do in your own life. You're thinking about the sights that you want to see and the places that you want to go. Are you burying your head in the sand and running away from things? No, but it can help you with getting yourself out of your comfort zone. I used to travel so much for one of my jobs. It was like I was always out of my comfort zone, at least every couple of weeks or so. You just have a higher sense of awareness to your surroundings and your actions. Anyway, if you want to get to Charleston sometime, here's a few tips for you. Rent a car, even if you're staying downtown. If you'll be there for more than one day, definitely rent a car. Otherwise, if you're just going to be there for like one day, you can stay downtown and you won't need a car. If you're trying to save a little and you've rented a car, stay in the Mount Pleasant area or somewhere just on the outskirts of downtown. The downtown hotels are super pricey and you'd have to pay additional fees for parking your car every night. Wear comfortable shoes. Lots and lots of walking here. It's so great that it's such a walkable city and you really see and notice so much more on foot. Definitely recommend a tour of Magnolia Plantation, but really any plantation. The plantation tours are so well done, and this one in particular offers different types of tours depending on what you're interested in learning about, and I'm just glad that they offer that education. There's a bunch of places to rent kayaks or stand-up paddleboards, so it's worth it to take a couple hours out of one of your days to get out on the water. You can either stay in a creek and go that way, or you can paddle the shoreline a little. And a bonus tip, if you like seafood, you've got to go to Shem Creek Crab House. So good. It feels really good to reset and be able to take a step back from everything. So often I feel like my mind and attention is being pulled in so many different directions, and I'm giving so much time and effort into each of these things that I've got going on, which leaves me feeling like I'm not accomplishing anything, versus if I were to just put my time and attention into just a couple of things. I'm very grateful to be able to take a step back and realize where my time is most effectively spent and the different buckets that I can actually put my time into instead of spreading myself too thin on too many different things. I just think it's better to zone in on certain things than to try to be productive in many different areas. That can happen without you realizing it when you're caught up in day-to-day life. I really think that traveling somewhere new helps you to take that step back from your everyday life and to view it from a different perspective. So my plan now that I'm back is to be a little bit more generous with my time blocking and eliminate 2 unnecessary tasks that were just taking up too much time, and narrow my focus on the high yield tasks, meaning the actions which aren't necessarily the fastest reward, but the ones that will be the most fulfilling. In the book The One Thing by Gary Keller, he says that there is no balance, that you're intentionally giving your time to a task. So for example, if I'm looking for freelance work, that's all that I'm doing. I'm intentionally giving my time, maybe 3 hours or something, just to that one task. There's no balance in that. I define balance as a chunk of time dedicated to your work, a chunk of time dedicated to a side hustle or something else that you want to be doing, and some time for family and friends or any other activities that you want to do. You define what those time blocks are in your life and figure out how to structure your days. By dedicating uninterrupted time to different areas of your life, that creates a balance. If you're experiencing a time where you're very busy but you feel like you're not getting anywhere, I highly recommend to take a day trip somewhere or just go on a trip just for fun. Even if you think you don't have time, a reset like that has the potential to clear your mind and help you to realize where your focus should be versus where it currently is. One rule though, you have to go someplace that's new to you, not someplace that you've been before. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll put a bunch of photos of Charleston up on my Instagram, so go check them out. Until next time, take care.